This is Chris from Bike Guys Off-Road. Today we have a special guest speaker that's going to be doing this voiceover with me, and he is...
Hey, this is Matt, and today we're riding tigers out in the desert.
Today we're riding tigers in the desert. We're going to be riding sand and probably some rocks.
And silt.
And silt. The desert is very dry right now. We're going to be riding some silt. We give Matt some pointers on doing this stuff. What do you think, Matt?
Ain't no way to learn but to do it. Let's go. I'm excited. Last time I rode in any significant amount of deep sand, it was on a whooped out road, and I got to bouncing and plowing, and down I went. Sand is, everybody says sand's the toughest thing to ride in, so ride in sand so you get better at it, right?
You got it. So here we are. We're in the desert north of Reno, quite a ways north. These are some roads that Matt has never been on, and I've only ridden dirt bikes on. So it's going to be a good day.
These roads were great roads. They were absolutely rideable, but at the same time, there was a lot of soft spots, some whoops here and there. So you really did have to be right on top of your game. It's not just this super easy dirt road. There are challenging spots, even in this road that looks, really simple.
What were the challenges on this road other than just the soft spots? I guess that was about it, wasn't it? You didn't see the silt coming, and then all of a sudden you were in the silt. It gets worse as we go on here.
Other than just those little soft spots, the early on those roads were, a lot of fun to ride because it could surprise you, but you knew that it wasn't going to probably not be super bad based on what you've already ridden on that road.
Which way? Shit, I don't know. I was supposed to know this desert. Which way you want to go? Forward. And why do you like doing this on an adventure bike as opposed to a dual sport or a truck?
It's a long ride out there, and I want to be comfy. This is
you can be comfy in your truck.
I want to be on a motorcycle.
Why do you want to be on a motorcycle?
Because I love riding motorcycles, and I'll tell you what, I'm the kind of guy, I've only got one bike. This is my only motorcycle. I use it to ride to work. I will take long trips on it on pavement, and I use it to go out and ride in the desert and play with my buddy Chris.
Well, that's a good deal. Couldn't we do the same thing with trucks?
Yeah, but then we'd be stuck in trucks, not on motorcycles.
The motorcycles do have their appeal. I own way more motorcycles than trucks.
Me too.
That didn't take much. So this is Coyote Canyon we're heading up here, and I've desert raced out here, dirt bikes, and this canyon is interesting. Some days it's good, and I'll ride it the next year, and it'll be almost impossible to get through on an adventure bike. And you give it a couple more years, and it's not too bad to get through. Luckily, we hit it when it was pretty good to go through.
I actually was a little bit nervous going into this because Chris had warned me that it's going to get pretty rocky. I was like, well, all right, well, let's do it. And I just kept my wits about me and went a good speed for what I felt my ability was, and just kept plugging away at it. And it was challenging, but an amazing experience to get through it.
And that's one thing, riding within your limits is very important when you're out in the middle of nowhere like this. You want to challenge yourself, but you can't overdo it or you're going to hurt yourself. So when it gets rocky like this, I'm generally the guy that's going to slow down and take my time. Matt is a little more free-spirited on the bike than I am. At this point, I can keep up with him. I think in 6 or 8 months, he's going to outrun me on dirt roads like this on the Tigers.
Now I'm actually a little bit worried about myself.
We're worried about you too, Matt.
Well, like Chris said, riding within your ability, not wanting to get hurt on a road like this. I don't go and ride roads like this alone. Never without a buddy. I always, whenever I'm going way out in the middle of nowhere and I'm going to be riding small dirt roads, I never ever do it alone.
Now this is a goat trail that zigzags up out of the canyon we were just in. It's good, but as you can see, it can be a bit of a handful. Matt's riding the bike, standing up, keeping his weight over the front just like he's supposed to, and it's working out good for him.
Well, this section right here that was coming down off the top of a hill above an old abandoned mining area, and this is still one of my biggest challenges on the big adventure bike is going downhill. This was manageable, but kind of right at my limit.
What happened there, Matt? I thought I was heading down the same road that we had come up, and I expected there to be a road there, and I saw that there's a whole bunch of not a road there. Your front end got a little washed out, and that was it. That was the start, the beginning of the end, huh?
Yeah.
You're digging pretty good there, buddy. Well, how do I get out? This is what I got problems with. How do I get out of that when I get myself into it? Well, now you're in a hole. So now you got a problem. So should I just like lay the bike down and pick it back up when where it's not in a hole? If worse comes to worse, hopefully a good shove we can get you going again. Now you see where there's a truck has been up here. You can see that the truck didn't sink in much on this side.
Yeah.
The truck did sink in on this side. So you use the existing tire tracks to help judge your terrain.
Yeah.
This shit, and I'll come give you a hand. If I can. Yeah, that's some nasty soft shit. Yeah. There's another road. I don't know if it's on the, I don't remember if it's on that side or that side.
Well, I mean, how bad, I mean, is it like this for 5 miles or is it like this for 300 yards?
I've never seen it like this. You want me to wrestle that thing out of here? You got it.
It's not so bad on the right side. So,
you want me to pull you backward?
yeah, pull that front end up out of the
Hey look, Matt was making silt angels.
Yo. So, everybody else says the camera doesn't do it justice, but if you look up there behind me when I was coming down from that, where I crashed in the silt, that's all you could see. The sun was hitting the silt, and all you could see was a light brown blur, and I went for it, and my windshield paid the price.
So now we're on Adobe Flat outside of Lovelock, Nevada. We're just out messing around, riding some wheelies, and just enjoying a lake bed. If you've never ridden a motorcycle on a dry lake bed, I suggest it. There are some things to be careful with. If it's wet, do not go out there. You will get stuck. But when it's good and dry like it is on a day like today, it is a lot of fun.
Absolute blast. You can go and run it up to full speed and do long sweeping turns, and you can feel the dirt be just the tiniest little bit crusty underneath your tires, and it sort of kind of slips just the littlest bit, and it feels really cool.
Now, a few years ago, I took sport bikes out to the same dry lake bed, and on the GPS, I pulled 167 miles an hour on this lake bed. That was as fast as I could get the thing to go. Lake beds are a lot of fun.
Well, Matt, how was the ride today?
It was good. I think it turned into a little bit more of a let's just go for a fun ride. But I got into some sand, I got into some silt, a lot of silt.
That silt, that was kicking my ass. That was tough stuff.
Did some rocks, and broke my windshield, crashing in silt.
Yeah. That sucks.
That's okay. That's the price of motorcycling.
That was the nastiest silt I've ever been through on an adventure bike. I've been through worse on dirt bikes and worse on trucks, but not on an adventure bike. That was tough. You did a good job today.
Why, thank you.
What'd you learn?
That little bit of just stand up on the bike practice that I do pretty regularly, just whenever I can. You know, I find a little bit of dirt here or there when I'm riding around during the day, and just stand up and practice standing up, going slow, turning, and how that feels with the bike underneath me.
Sure.
And it's made a big difference,
Good.
as you can see.
Yeah, you were riding a lot better than last time we rode together. Much more confident. Good job, Matt.
Yeah, definitely. I feel more confident on it.
Good.
And it's just a matter of hours and miles.
Sure.
Keep on doing stuff that makes you a little bit uncomfortable.
Well, looks like you got it handled.
Yeah, at least close.